This is not an R90 is broken video. The buff helps, but that's not why the gun started working. Right here, this is a good B break, but even in this clip, I needed the second shot over and over again. And that's the important part. The R90 hits harder now, especially when you aim down sight. The ADS one-shot range is strong. It reminds me of the Argus a little bit, except that you get 2 shots instead of 1. And that second shot gives you a lot more cushion. But it doesn't fix bad shotgun habits. Early in the game, I was using it like a panic shotgun. Getting in close, hip firing, and hoping for a one-shot kill. That's not a plan. You can see it in these early doorway fights. I'm close enough to think the R90 should bail me out, but I'm not actually setting up a good fight. I'm walking straight into doors, I'm hip firing at 2 people at once, I'm challenging head-on where they can see me immediately, and when the hip fire doesn't clean it up, I don't really have a second layer to the play. Once I started aiming down sight more, the gun made a lot more sense. This is still close range, but I'm not just relying on panic hip fire. I'm using cover, I'm pre-aiming the fight, I'm giving myself a cleaner first shot, and if the first shot doesn't finish it, the second shot is right there. The rhythm matters with the R90. You get shot, and then a pause. So those first 2 shots have to be intentional. Take a look at this B sequence. We have plenty of info with the advanced UAV up. The first guy's far enough away where he takes 2 shots. Read the next guy coming in the window, miss the first shot, hit the second. Turn around, miss the first shot, hit the second again. That's what makes this buff feel dangerous, because the ADS range is strong enough that the second shot still gives you a real chance to win the fight. Notice the difference though, these are still close fights. They're still around B, and they're still controlled enough that I can actually use what the gun does well. But by playing more like a flex SMG, using these horizontal hallways, catching people from the side, holding tighter routes, and making them run into damage. That's the fight this gun wants. Close, controlled, and a little unfair. When I'm posted in these lanes, aiming down sight, and letting them come through the route, the R90 makes a lot more sense. When I just run at a doorway and hope the hipfire saves me, it doesn't. And even late in the game, it's not automatic. There are still shots I miss, there are still fights where I need both shells, and there are still moments when I get punished if I'm too loose with the entry. But that's the point. The buff doesn't turn bad shotgun decisions into good ranked plays. It gives the gun a stronger range profile and more forgiveness. You still have to choose the right fight. So yes, the R90 buff works, but only when the fight fits the gun. And if you want another breakdown on choosing better fights, watch my video on how to beat movement players in COD Mobile next.